Oh, thank you. Yeah, my stuff has been all messed up. Um, I had to I had to fix a bunch of stuff, so hopefully we're good now. It seems that Twitch does not like transcoding anymore. Or maybe their transcoding service was busted. I don't know. But for whatever reason, so I was running without the enhanced broadcast. What's it called? Yeah, I was running without enhanced broadcast. Um, so I enabled that, and it looks. I needed to actually update my graphics drivers to do that, and it looks like it's working now. So I was dropping crazy frames. I was dropping like 20% of the frames or 15. So hopefully it's fixed now. We're just having a scuff stream as always. Looks clear right now. Yeah, it was lagging, like it was buffering a lot. So hopefully, let me know if it buffers again, because I don't have a good way to see. Um, I don't have a really good way to see that because of where my streaming PC or where my streaming PC is. Yeah, let me know. Appreciate it. But we figured it out though. So that's good, and it forced me to get enhanced broadcasting. I've been sleeping on. Are you using enhanced broadcasting, Shinny? Not okay.
Hey, you
I
okay?
wonder. I wonder. I don't know if they're just having a glitch in their transcoding service. But if you have that, you might look at it. I just had to upgrade my graphics drivers. I don't know how up to date yours are, but I had to update my graphics drivers to enable it. It's setting in OBS. What it does is it takes the transcoding off of Twitch and puts it on your graphics card. So it does add additional load, but it doesn't seem to bother my streaming PC at all. Um, but yeah, it takes the transcoding. Like the transcoding is the different resolution settings. You know how you can like turn down the resolution or run at stream resolution. It takes that off of Twitch and puts it on your graphics card. But the nice thing, and it also makes your bitrate dynamic. But the nice thing is, my bitrate has actually been solid at 10K, so it looks like they give you a little bit more bitrate to work with, which is kind of cool. You don't set your bitrate; it just goes on its own. Mm-hmm. Streaming PC died. Oh, right. So is it dead or you're still do PC? You got it fixed, right?
What's up?
Nothing, it's fine.
Didn't sound fine.
As soon as Mom got sick, I dropped everything in my whole life in New York to come home and help. And all he
Gotcha.
does is act like I'm not doing enough. It's like he doesn't even care what I had to give up.
I'm sure he's just worried about Mom.
Yeah, so
But
am
yeah,
I.
if you have
That's
problems
why
with
I'm
bitrate,
here. The
that's
least he could do is try not
that's
to
what you might have to
ground me
do.
like I'm 16.
Totally. What is he thinking, right?
If it
Sorry,
might happen to
I
go.
guess
Oh
I
no,
just needed to blow off some steam.
I get it.
you might need to
Last
update
thing
your
Mom
BIOS.
needs is for us to be screaming at each other.
It's true. Yeah, and you've been doing an incredible job. I mean it. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Linda, where's the Jaime bell?
Ring, ring. What's the Jaime bell?
My darling brother has the tendency to lay it on a little thick whenever he's about to ask for a favor.
No, I'm just
Oh
speaking
yeah,
from the heart.
and
Okay. What do you need from me?
If you're gonna be playing this
well,
shinny, feel free to
We're
mute
making
the
this
tab.
movie, and we're so close to finishing.
so you don't get spoiled.
But we just need a little extra bit of money.
Of course you do. What else is new?
What Jaime's trying to say is our camera got busted today, and we need a few bucks to get it fixed.
Ouch. How much do you need?
$20 would cover it. Just $10. I don't know how much a camera costs to fix. We'll say $10.
Just like $10.
So
You might skip
let's
this?
say hypothetically, I help you out. What do I get out of
Got
this?
you.
You gonna
It's-
make me a
it's not
producer
bad.
or something?
Sure. Of course. Associate producer, Bonnie Rivera.
Associate producer is a bullshit Fago credit.
Linda.
Okay, yeah, I don't really give a shit about having a credit on your movie. So, maybe if you actually have something real to offer.
How about I don't tell Dad? You can borrow my van. Reluctant? You can borrow my van?
All right, fine. You can borrow my van all week. What?
Dude, I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing.
Bro, it's the mystery machine.
Vans are cool. Everybody wants to drive a van.
Nope.
Try again.
If I may offer a suggestion, Jaime, why don't you take over some of Bonnie's chores?
Enticing.
Oh, man.
All of my chores, no complaints.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I think we got a deal.
For $10?
Wise decision.
Don't try and weasel out of it either. Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure's all mine.
But yeah, it's kind of you know, similar to The Quarry, similar to
You all right there?
more similar to
Looking a
Quarry.
little, wiggly.
I'm fine. It's just, what is in that fake blood?
I think it's just mint-flavored real blood.
Oh, it did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off, like, right away, right?
You don't think it's, like, actually poisonous, do you?
It's a horror movie, Jaime. Anyone could go. Anytime!
This is a flashback, by the
Hopefully
way.
there's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the drugstore clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
It's not like there's anywhere else in town we could take it.
What?
What about there?
I thought that place was condemned.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Do curiosity shops even repair cameras?
There was a place like that near my grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old junk. You never know.
I bet they have some rad old junk, too.
Your call, Chris.
Drugstore, curiosity shop. Let's do the curiosity shop. I think that's the
Why not? I certainly am curious.
I mean, the worst I could say is
regarding
no.
said shop. Eh?
Yes, I get it.
Lead the way.
I think we're probably gonna play this twice. Chose to try the curiosity store first. I think we're gonna play this twice.
Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place
There,
looks like
there
it's been
is
there
a Twitch
forever.
integration with
And
it
a half.
that lets you guys vote
Maybe you
on
should write it
decisions,
in.
on key
Don't
decisions.
tempt
Yeah.
me.
What if the owner's a deranged serial killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques?
And we hit the jackpot.
Check out the wares.
Ooh, cameras.
These look like they've seen better days.
They're not gonna put the best ones in the window. We gotta look inside.
Too bad. So much for that.
I love
We can still have
these
drugstore
old
before it closes.
old downtowns.
What is it you're looking for? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please, come on inside.
Now,
let me see. I think I have something that may interest you if I can find it out back. Please make yourselves at home.
Okay.
And be sure to have a look around. You never know what treasures you might find.
Bro, this lady's
Make ourselves at home? Here?
creeping me out a little
I
bit.
don't know. I think it's kind of cozy.
Cozy.
A failed capitalist state kind of way.
Okay.
Let's see. Could it have been in... No.
Sure.
Maybe...
Sure. Her voice reminds me of the lady from the
Where did I
quarry,
put all
like
that?
the psychic.
How has this place become such a mess?
There's like little things we're supposed to find. Chess pieces. Ooh.
Oh, cute bunny.
This reminds me of Mad Hatter from Arkham Origins. We will be having our probably final playthrough of Arkham. We're gonna play Arkham
Whoever owned this
Night
place before had some lousy
over
luck.
over Halloween, and we're gonna play that's Huntress Mask from DVD. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I watched some DVD, but I don't know a lot of the lore. I need to watch some more DVD streams. But we're gonna play Arkham Knight over Halloween, and then we'll play Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Origins over the Christmas holiday. And it'll probably be the last time. Well, it may not be the last time we play on the stream, but it'd probably be the last time we do a full run. I might do my model reveal on Halloween. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm not going to do like a whole like model debut thing. Yeah. I'm not going to do a model whole debut thing. I'm just going to be like, all right, model time. Dear Miss Olson, this letter will serve to confirm the agreement regarding the sale of Ned's Nutty Nednacks. All relevant legal paperwork has been signed, and you should receive payment by the end of the month. My client also wanted to extend their sympathies to your recent hardship. If there's any lesson to be drawn from this, it's that fire, theft, and causality are not things that only happen to other people. Hopefully, moving on from Cedar Hill will give you some distance from the bereavement. After all, time is a great healer. And perhaps one day you'll find yourself able to adopt another cat. Oh, the cat died. Rip. But yes, I'm not going to do a whole debut thing. Oh, it'll
Let's
be
say hypothetically she does find a camera for us back there. What's the next move?
We got everything we need to finish this sucker.
Well, except the mill. Sheriff Green's gonna have his eyes glued to the front gates. No way we can get back in again.
So probably what I'll do is
There's gotta be another way into the mill. We have to finish. We have to.
I might do a separate stream just to show off the model, like a little, not a full blown debut-a-thon. I'm not commissioning a whole lot of art or other stuff. I did have a plan, and I kind of was like,
Surely there's something that can help us amongst all this junk.
nah. If you know, you know. But some plans fell through, but that's okay. It happens.
Who would want to watch this creep fest?
What is this? I bet that it's got to be something, right? That's got to be either related to DBD or maybe related to Dark Pictures anthology. It kind of reminds me of the one when you're in that hotel. I really enjoyed Dark Pictures. I hope we get to keep streaming that.
I don't know what that is, but it looks painful.
I'm guessing this is a killer. Is this a killer's weapon? These have to all be DVD Easter eggs. Ooh. The Trapper.
Imagine cuddling up to that at night.
The smiling successor of something. Sorry, I love how they have these little like killer voodoo dolls everywhere. Okay, we probably don't want to go back here yet. Old-timey gas pump. Okay, that's locked. And I guess we go back there. Wait, what? Yeah, we'll talk.
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm getting like so bummed out.
You're in luck. A very fine item indeed.
Yes. Whoa. May I?
I insist.
It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
$10.
$10.
Feels a little high. Do we pay sticker price? That seems reasonable.
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
You accepted the storekeeper's price.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
Why was that so awkward? And wait, why would we give her our camera? We paid full price. We should keep our camera. Did we get our film out of it?
Wait, guys. Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
We didn't get the film
do
out
you
of
want
it.
me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
Wait, Chris, we just spent all the money.
Emergency sock quarter.
Emergency sock quarter?
Buy milk.
Cursed movies? Really? Must be a slow news day.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're making a cursed movie. Basically, we saw the Frank Stone murders, and we stopped them. And these kids are filming their film, Murder Mill, at the mill that Frank Stone worked at, and they're making a cursed film. And apparently the government did like a Stranger Things crackdown on it and destroyed the film. We already know that they've already this is a flashback. So this is the making of said cursed film. Best Left Buried: The Dark Mythology of the Lost Movie by Joe Blue. There are those films that have been lost over time, which in their absence have developed an aura of mystery. Those lost movies have fascinated film historians and conspiracy theorists alike, not because they wish to marvel at the performances of the actors or craft of the directors, but because they believe through whatever remnants of footage they can cobble together, they may gain a glimpse into a dark reality, realized only by the camera. It's kind of a cool concept. But ooh, we got a waterlogged shoe. 4 names, 4 trials. She tells me not to rush. Just don't mind. Just gonna help myself to that, I guess. Don't mind if I do. Okay, we're dropping a little bit of frames, not much. Not much. We're good. We're good.
I could so find a place for these in Murder Mill.
We'll brew to a
If we
firecrackers.
had any cash to spare, which we absolutely do not.
Well, and they go bang. No, we don't have money. We gotta get the milk.
Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
How would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
Yo.
Mark Ivan just gifted 1 subs.
Yo, Marky. Thank you for the gift sub. To Obese Rodent VT. I hope you are doing well, Marky. Welcome in. Welcome in. We guys, Marky is he's my artist for my model, and we do have our new model in. We do have our new model, and we'll be checking it out soon. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I was having some issues with stream. I'm still getting a little bit of dropped frames. But it seems to be not too bad right now. I was dropping like 20%, 15 to 20%, and now it's like 1%. So that's not great, but it's better. But yeah, I've loaded up your model a little bit. I haven't played a whole lot around with it yet, but it's looking good. It's looking good. We'll probably show it off towards the end of next month. Yeah. Or maybe like it'll be towards the end actually. Yeah. Glad. Yeah. I haven't played around too much with it though. But looking forward to it. Ooh, our frames are declining. But yeah, Frank Stone just came out today. Had a little bit of issue with the game, but so far it's been solid. I would recommend if you like this sort of game. It's similar to, it's the same devs of the Quarry and the Dark Pictures anthologies and those games. So yeah, if you like those games, this is like a DBD based Quarry kind of. And if you're going to be playing this and you don't want any spoils, feel free to mute the tab. Um, if you're going to be playing this, I don't want to spoil. I know a lot of people are planning on playing this, but welcome in. Thank you again for the gift sub. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Life is Strange type kind of, your decisions affect who live and die. Um, kind of like that, but with a DBD backdrop, serial killer, Frank Stone backdrop, and also as well as the kind of supernatural kind of horror world. Almost right now we're in a flashback, so it's kind of almost like Life is Strange. It's taking place in like I think the 80s or maybe 70s. Um, but it's the kind of creating of this movie that becomes a cursed object of Frank Stone. So yeah, pretty cool. What's the premise? The premise, yeah, it's so in the 60s there is a serial killer named Frank Stone. He's trying to do some kind of ritual. We don't know exactly what the ritual is, but he has to kill a bunch of people to complete his ritual. In the process of it, he gets the attention of the state police, Officer Green. We come in. We're investigating this. There's a timber mill at Cedar Falls where we're at. The timber mill is where Frank Stone works and where he's doing this ritual, whatever it's for. We're not exactly sure. But Officer Green stops him from completing the ritual, and Frank Stone ends up getting caught up in it and sealed away um, in the timber mill. And Linda is a movie director, and her first film is called Murder Mill. She made it as a teenager. She filmed it partially at this mill, and it becomes like a cursed object, a way, I think, to release Frank Stone in the future. Fast forward to the future, is we were all invited to this huge mansion, and the film was banned and destroyed primarily, but all the characters have a little bit of the film, and there is a person that wants to buy all of the film, and it seems like they're wanting to resurrect Frank Stone, but we don't know the power of the film exactly. We know that it's kind of cursed and it's kind of messed up, but this is us finding out what happens when we were filming. So yeah, that's the premise, I guess, so far, or that's at least where we're at. We're only about an hour in because of all the stream issues.
You can always come in yourself, Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
So we're about to close in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's really
right.
quite fun if you like
I need to get some
this kind of
milk, but couldn't find any.
horror game. Blech. Can't speak.
One milk.
One milk.
But yeah, if you might play it,
No sweat.
if you might play it, feel free to mute the tab.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spoil.
You sure don't see coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies,
Drew, hello.
Comics too. Whatever I can
Welcome
get
in.
my hands on.
You know, Jaime and Linda and I are all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
We are making the movie Murder
Does
Mill.
my dad know you're going into the mill?
Oh, his
He
dad's
watches that place
his
like a
dad's Officer
hawk.
Green.
Yeah, we had a little run-in with him today, but we're gonna sneak back in to shoot the rest.
Man, I would love to be involved.
Got a portion?
Involved in what?
Yeah,
Hey,
we're this
Dad.
is us trying to film the
Yeah,
movie.
Chris was just telling me about
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. You need a ride home?
Oh yeah, let me just get my bag.
Bro's just mugging.
Chris, I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before. I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
They told me about Frank Stone. They told me about, oh, we will, by the way, we will probably, the lighting suggests this is already, yeah, they took the style, they definitely took the style of a horror movie. They do with a lot of their games. So we play like the Quarry, and yeah, it's already like, it's very much got that kind of cheesy horror film kind of thing going. Yeah. We will probably be replaying this game, and when we do, I'm gonna play it with a Twitch integration because it does have Twitch integration, which is we've played a few games like that, which will let you guys vote on the choices. But for now, we are just playing it kind of default. I feel like I'm definitely losing some frames. That's okay. We'll keep playing. We'll keep going. They told me about Frank.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
When you spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
Hey. I can get you back into the mill without him knowing. Just say the word.
Let's make a movie.
But yeah, this kind of gives me a little bit of Stranger Things vibes, which I need to
many
finish.
Masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And
Interesting.
now, a new guise, a new timeline, a new chance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill.
Okay, so Augustine is essentially the curator.
But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
Yeah, I kind of, that happens sometimes where when shows get kind of distended, like Stranger Things, I kind of have that that problem. I will probably rewatch it. We might rewatch it during Spooky Month. We might rewatch it during October. I'm just gonna start from the beginning and rewatch it. Also, I canceled my Netflix subscription like a year and a half ago. So once Netflix announced all their, and I apologize, guys, for the frames because I know it's kind of choppy, and I'm looking at my bit rate. It's not wonderful. I don't know what's causing that. I'll call my ISP tomorrow, but at least it's workable. But yeah, we'll probably restart Stranger Things, and I'll just watch it in Discord from the start. And yeah. it kind of got strung out, Stranger Things, and then I just canceled my Netflix subscription because I just wasn't watching anything on Netflix anymore. And I'm like, I'm not going to restart it just for one show. Yeah, kind of drop off. Not, yeah, it's partially out of boredom, partially to just the logistics of watching it. Like, I didn't want to buy a Netflix subscription just for that one show. But it's fine if it's fine for a month if I can watch it all in a month. I don't know if I can. I'm not big on binging stuff, but yeah. So we're back to the present now. We're at Augustine's mansion. She summoned us all here. We all have a piece of the film, and she's wanting to buy them from us. So yeah. Yeah, I'll resub. It's fine. I don't. It's not that I don't have any problem with Netflix. It's just that I was not watching stuff with it. I was like going like 2, 3, 4 months without watching a single thing on it. So I'm just like, let me cancel it. And then it's like Stranger Things came out, and I'm like, Netflix, yeah. Welcome in, Miho. Hello. And it's like I could just resub and watch it, and it's just like I was kind of mad at that point. It'd been so long that it's like I really need to rewatch the whole show, and I wasn't feeling like going all the way back. Be on Netflix. I hope you're getting some rest in and recovering, Miho. Welcome in. We are having some technical difficulties right now. My internet is being poo poo. I don't know if it's I actually now think it's internet. I thought it was my setup before, but we've improved it by enabling enhanced broadcasting, but the bit rate is flying. It's going like so enhanced broadcasting is a variable bitrate mode that allows you to run transcoding on your PC for Twitch, but it comes at the cost of you don't set your bitrate. Twitch sets your bitrate. So my bitrate is all over the place right now. But at least like before, I couldn't even stream. It was that bad. Yeah, this feature. Yeah, I was in the standard mode, and stream was just I was dropping like 20% of my frames. It was bad. So now we're just dropping not 5%, which is not, it was still bad. But at least it's workable. So I apologize if I'm kind of herky jerky. Just resub. Yeah. Still on the still on the narcs. No, that's I got you. Yeah, no, that's a lot of wisdom teeth. So feel better. Yeah, take the meds if you need them. Feel better. And if you gotta drop, if you gotta go horizontal, you have to go into the resting mode. Please take care of yourself. How many parts of the ship have flooded? Is it salvageable? Cryogenic light. How many parts of the ship have flooded? Is it salvageable? Which ship are we talking about? These walls have eyes. Chapter 4. I don't know how many chapters this game is. I'm actually gonna look that up. Are we talking about the Titanic? Oh yeah, she has like some kind of, she has persistent nightmares, Linda. We actually had to play in one of the nightmares. 1 second. How many chapters? Frank Stone. 14 chapters. So we're on chapter 4 or 14. Bad Titanic joke. Yes. Probing or compassionate. Yes, Titanic's permissible flooding conditions were pretty variable. And yes, the stream's frame. We only, I would say we have about. So previously we definitely had 6 compartments were compromised. We were sinking. Right now it's like 2 compartments flooded. Not great, not terrible. We can survive. Sleep apnea, but nightmare. Yeah. So actually we were talking about it because she has like these nightmares where like it's like she wakes up, but she wakes up into another nightmare. I had that happen a couple months ago. I've had that happen a few times in my life, and it's horrifying. That's an improvement. Yeah. We were going down. We were going down by the head. But now we're in a survivable condition. Yes, any 2 compartments of Titanic can flood, and she would have stayed afloat. And many combinations of 3 compartments can flood, and she would stay afloat. And several combinations of 4 compartments could flood, and she could float. But though not any combination of 4 compartments could flood, or 3 for that matter. But any combination of 2 compartments on Titanic can flood, go fully solid, and she would still stay afloat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I've those nightmares where you wake up and you're still dreaming, and at first you think you're awake, and then you realize you're dreaming, and then you wake up and you're still dreaming. I've had those. I had one of those, a really bad one, and then it kind of ran away, like where I was like, as soon as I woke up, I knew I was still in a dream, and yeah, it would, and every time I'd wake up, the dream would become more and more deranged. Until finally it's like, wait a minute. I woke up and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm dreaming. I don't have to wake up. I'll just stay asleep. I'm like, I'm just going to sleep. And then like it became like a lucid dream where I was actually able to kind of control the dream. And then like 3 or 4 seconds after that, I woke up and I'm like, dang it. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Guess I just dozed off a bit. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
1,000
feet is the average length of film in a movie.
I did not know that.
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before, huh?
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all
I've
holding
helped
back about
build
our
up
film
films
strips.
in theaters. It's a really cool
Right.
process.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each
Cursed
with our own little slice
film
of a
collector.
mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality.
So people who watch the
Because
film
it's so rare, only a few people know for sure.
lose it and
So
start murdering.
If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
It's not
I prefer
really
not to dwell
cursed.
on the past. We're here. Someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get
So
her hands on
Linda,
this
by the
film.
way, she was the
Well,
girl
first
with
rule
the
of
camera.
business is to gather every bit of
in the
intel you
flashback.
can on your opponent. I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we
Stan,
allowed to look around?
What do you say, director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
Stan obviously deals in illicit goods. And it seems he has quite a collection of rare and valuable things, and is apparently a very prolific, like, black market salesman. I'm guessing they didn't explicitly say he was a black market, but it's pretty obvious that, to me at least, that he is. When is this set? This right now we're not right now we're in current time. We're in 2024. I think the flashback that we were just in, I think that was like the 70s. I'm not sure. It might have been 80s. It looked more 70s. Either maybe late 70s or early 80s. And then we initially started the game in the 60s. In the 60s is when Frank Stone did all the murders. So then we came to present. Augustine invited her to this, just out of the blue, invited us to her mansion. She somehow knew that we had the films of Frank Stone, and she's also seems to be like the curator of stories, like from or the psychic from the Quarry, or the curator from stories from Dark Pictures, but more hands-on. Actually part of the story itself, rather than being kind of removed from it like the psychic or the curator. But she's found out that we all have these fragments of the movie that we're making in the flashback. And what's been alluded to is, by watching this movie, it's kind of like The Ring. You kind of bring out Frank Stone's essence or something like that. So if she gets all the pieces, she's going to, I guess, resurrect Frank Stone, it seems. What are you waiting for? I'm good here. Commanding. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
So the officer, Sam Green, the sheriff, he was a state trooper.
This is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? New Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
The officer, Sam Green, he was the one who stopped Frank Stone in the 60s. He killed him, but he sealed him essentially into the murder mill, so it seems that Augustine's trying to resurrect him. Tell me about Augustine. How do you know about Murder Mill? Tell me about Augustine.
Okay. Then tell me everything you know about Augustine.
Augustine Lieber, elite collector of obscure cultural artifacts. She pretends to be all business, but plays the long game with her cards close to the vest. She's hard to pin down.
And?
Ever since I arrived, I've kept my eye on things. Observations, behavior, decor. I've been building a profile.
Which is?
Lieber is no ordinary collector. She likes the dark stuff. The really dark stuff. She'll stop at nothing to get it.
Very impressive.
Okay, now it's your turn.
My turn for what?
Told you what I know, and now you go.
I think you pretty much covered it.
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian. And a belt. I got it cheap from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy, so I got these pants from his guy.
Sorry, I'm
guy,
just
had him tailored just
keep an eye
right
on
by
the
other guy
streaming
I know.
PC.
And
Also,
I, this
got me
place
blazer,
would make an
which is like a
incredible film
super limited
location.
VIP club edition. But you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure.
Wait, is that a green herb and a blue herb? Or is this just blue? Why is he sneering at us in that portrait?
Ah, yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime, I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad. Very touching.
Bro really doesn't know how. Yeah, what about you, Stan?
And what about you, Stan? Where'd you get your piece of the film?
Well, now, that is a very good question. And an expensive one, too.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Okay. We got the little 5-finger discount. You stole it. Yeah, I know you took it. I know these are ill-gotten gains.
Cool statue.
I'm guessing this
Missing a
is
piece, though.
another killer. He's a sinner.
Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
We love the sinner, but we hate them sin.
Trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
The Face of Evil, the true story of Frank Stone, told by the man who stopped him, Sheriff Lloyd. Oh, so yeah, Sheriff Lloyd. He was the sheriff of Cedar Falls. Sam Green was a state trooper, but he became the sheriff of Cedar Falls. In fall of '63, Kusich was the local sheriff of Cedar Hills. Cedar Hills, I'm sorry, not Cedar Falls. Cedar Hills, a sleepy Oregon steel town. Just regular blue-collar Joe doing his darndest to make a life safer for the folks who put their trust in him. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace, a merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens Kusich had sworn to protect. When the bodies started piling up, the only thing left was an everyday hero to step up. This is the true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice, told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pulled the trigger. That fateful night, I sent some of my deputies over to check on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of state, and a little green for my liking, but all he had to do was hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd stepped into the fiery depths of hell itself. And there was Stone, standing on that platform like a twisted gargoyle, a tiny bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I'm not afraid to admit I was scared. I only had a moment to act before all was lost. I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer that my aim would strike true. Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubberneckers, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy out of it. Said he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me? I don't buy it. Never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone. Saw it with my own eyes. So to all those who claim otherwise, I say this. One monster was enough for Cedar Hills. Yeah, so I think part of it was, so Sam Green was a state trooper, and so that means, he wasn't local. He was brought in to help the investigation because a bunch of people were going missing. And it turns out they were going missing because Frank Stone was a serial killer. So the sheriff had been to, we talked to the security guard of the timber mill. And we talked to the security guard, and he said, yeah, nothing's going on here. And obviously just wasn't really paying attention that Frank Stone, he also worked at the mill too. But he didn't know that Frank Stone was doing all these terrible things at the mill. So sheriff, he showed up, said, hey, what's going on? And the security guard's like, nothing. So he's like, okay, and then left. But Sam Green came in and was like, did anyone actually go in the mill and check to see what was going on? The security was like, no, we didn't know. Why would we do that? so yeah, this is all happening under the sheriff's, on the sheriff's watch the whole time. And he didn't bother to check on anything. So he's trying to, save face. Open.
Looks like it opens with a key.
Do we have a key? This is just going to show us the pieces that we have. Yeah. Hello? We need the key. Where's the key?
Augustine has a unique collection. I've never seen anything like this stuff.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful, I guess. It's kind of terrifying, honestly. Talk to Maddie.
Yeah. And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out.
Who are you talking to?
Who's Dan? Psh, not in a million years. No way. You sure would get a kick out of this place? And then you'd probably
she's
kick
talking
me
to
out
her
of
mom?
this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
Yeah, we're like 10 feet
was
apart.
Talking to my mom. To Bonnie. I've just felt so, empty since she died. Like I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easier when you lose someone. But it does become less suffocating.
I hope so, because sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy. Like, she really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well, she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Let's see. There's something I never told anybody else. It's not a good idea to dwell in the past. No, we gotta gossip.
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago. We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy.
Why are we
about
zooming
what
in so
happened,
far?
but
Back up, gamer.
there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind.
Yeah, I can see it.
Years ago. That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys,
Your mom.
look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah, there, right there.
Oh my god, there's someone out there.
Oh my gosh. It's somebody outside. They're outside. If this plot gets any thicker, they might be after the film strips.
If someone else did find out this deal is going down, they might be after the film strips.
Healthy competition does make for better offers.
My guess is that if they're all dressed in black and prowling around the place like a thief, they're not here to make an offer.
Maybe they just want to make a dramatic entrance.
Should we tell Augustine? They might be dangerous.
Even if you wanted to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
Artifacts
yes.
all over the place.
Right.
The
So,
private
if
reliquary.
you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
Okay, the Mystery Machine. We're back in the 70s. I don't know when this. 1980. 1980. I was close. I was late 70s, early 80s.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. The van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
Why did you need an article to tell you that?
Just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to
Got
do.
him. Got him.
Uh-huh.
Right on time. Right on time.
Hey, right on time.
Time to get cooking.
Jeez.
What?
Chill with the door.
Nothing. Just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us. Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No.
Real quick, guys. How choppy is stream for you? Is it really bad?
More.
I've spent like all day
Seems
looking
fine.
up every
Mainly
single
listening?
thing I could
Okay.
find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
And yes, I had some help from my assistant.
I aim to please.
Maybe it's
That
just the
reminds me.
downscaling.
Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is this is amazing. I'm honored.
You wanna
Yeah, I think it's just
wear the
downscaling.
stripes? You gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Cushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Guess not. Uneasy. Stone's victims were real people. Yeah. Stone's victims were real people. Real video game people. Let's be uneasy.
Stone's victims were real people. This was a real person.
Yeah? So?
Ooh.
I don't know.
What do you mean
It's one
so?
thing to talk about it. It's another thing to look at their picture.
And this is suddenly now a problem for you?
It's not a problem. It's just a little weird.
You were just like super gung-ho when I got here. What gives, man?
Nothing. I just don't want to like exploit any of the victims or whatever.
We're not gonna exploit Stone's victims. I'm just trying to maximize the potential of our main location. That's how you make a good movie.
Sorry. I was distracted by bitrate issues. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're right. I'm gonna be dubious. You're missing the point.
I think you're missing the point. It's not about the mill.
So what's the big deal?
You don't think you're like a little too excited about everything that happened there?
Jaime, if it bothers you so much, you can always stay home.
Chris.
He's kinda number one on the call sheet.
What does that mean?
He's the main actor. We can't shoot without him.
Yeah, I know. I was just kidding, obviously.
Obviously.
Robert and I are gonna look for any more locations in the mill connected to Stone where we can shoot. Then I'm gonna go make this thing. Any way I have to.
Chris's fixation on Frank Stone worries you. The fake hand. Tom Holt interview.
Here, why don't you start with these?
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
We're looking for anything referencing specific locations in the mill that could be associated with Frank Stone.
The mill's a pretty huge place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it.
Oracle of the Omniverse. Guru Connor Barnum.
Here, look at this. Mill projections dire for fall season.
It mentions Frank?
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers. People were depressed. There were suicides.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like people who worked there or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a year or two before.
Sorry,
the worst.
I'm listening to the
Does not
dialogue.
sound
I don't
like
want
a
to talk
fun
over it
place
too
to
much.
spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this. The mill was in serious decline.
But if it doesn't mention Frank,
I don't know. It's all related to him, to the way he was, or why he did what he did, or something.
that's your expert opinion?
It's just a hunch.
Why does Chris sound like that short TikTok AI voice?
I pulled some of these
Right.
today too.
What's that?
Obituaries from around the time of the murders and a little before.
Oh, good thinking.
All right. It was through my own practices, learned from my journey. I apologize. I apologize for the lawnmower. It's a really weird time for them to be running a lawnmower. I don't know if you guys can hear that in stream. If you can, sorry. It's just scuff stream day. That's okay. Learned from my journeys through the American interior that I successfully elevated my consciousness to the point I was able to visualize another Cedar Hills, one beyond the veil of our reality. This little town seemed very much like my own, yet so fascinatingly different in countless subtle ways. To give one example, the Cawthorn family still owned the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. Here he was, in healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he never reached.
An omniverse? Far out.
I drew two conclusions from my meditative voyages. One, hold on, let me turn down the gain here. I turned down the gain a little bit, but it's probably still going to pick it up when I talk. Actually, here. Let me turn up my filters to try to get rid of that. Okay. Nope. Need to adjust my close filters. Okay, how's that? I'm not sure if it's so loud. I'm not sure if I can filter it out, guys. I don't know if you can hear the lawnmower. It doesn't seem too bad on stream. I'm taking a quick listen. Sorry. Again, sorry for all the scuff. It's just a scuff day. Let's say okay. Sometimes the days be scuffed. Isn't audible if the game's playing. Okay. I can see that OBS is picking it up, but yeah, it was very hard to hear. So I drew two conclusions from my meditative voyage. One, that every journey through life offers almost incalculable variation. And while we may each have only finite possibilities in our own journeys, there may be other journeys taken by mirror versions of ourselves that visit all destinations. Two, the different planes of reality are not so much separate rivers running in parallel as they are interconnected tributaries flowing to a single vast ocean of experience and possibility. To explore this idea further, we must consider some... Wait, somewhat? Somewhat? Wow. They really left us with a cliffhanger there. The Enkidu effect. There was a book on Gilgamesh earlier we read. Oh. We can use the tape here? But yeah, I really appreciate it. It's kind of hard to troubleshoot audio issues sometimes, so
I can remember it clear as a
I
bell.
appreciate the confirmation.
Don't think
Yeah.
I've ever experienced anything like that night, before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green.
Tom was a security guard.
Damn shame that no good sheriff's taking all the credit. Damn crying shame. He all but gave up on finding Stone at the mill. Sam Green, he knew better. He came right up and told me we had to search every nook and cranny of that place. And if we had waited just a second longer, well, there'd be one less beautiful baby in the world. Or worse. Sam took Stone down just in the nick of time. Like something out of a movie.
I love games like this, man.
Thanks to Mr. Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
They were friends after that. My dad gave the eulogy when Mr. Holt passed.
Yeah, he was a very incompetent security guard. It was just him and his dog. He was just, there. Incompetent may be a strong word, but maybe insufficiently vigilant security guard. Mm-hmm. But he was a nice enough guy. And when we were like, hey, we need your help, he actually stepped up. Do we check these things out?
I'm sure no one was sad to see it go.
End of an era. Cedar Steel Mill is to permanently close. August 24, 1967. I was calling it a timber mill. I don't know why. It's a steel mill, apparently. I'm just getting everything wrong. The Cedar Steel Mill, once the industrial heartbeat of our town, is to be permanently closed after over 40 years of almost continuous operation. Founded by Howard Kinsley Tester in 1921, the mill in its wartime heyday produced high-quality steel that was distributed across the nation. Mr. Tester's legacy was honored by his daughter, Morgan, in a statement given on Wednesday morning. Morgan Tester's statement suggested the family decision to close the mill permanently had been taken out of respect for the memories of those murdered on its premises by former employee Stone. Not everyone is convinced by this justification, however.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone.
Secrets of Killer Stone come to light. As Cedar Hill tries to make sense in recent events at the Cedar Mill, more disturbing details are starting to emerge about the man at the center of the scandal. 36-year-old machinist Frank Stone, who was shot dead by police during a violent altercation last Friday. Stone, who our own Sheriff Kusich is linking with multiple unsolved disappearances over the last 3 years, has been described by those who know him as a loner, creep, and oddball. Most shockingly are the growing rumors that Stone was taken on by Cedar Mill and its owners, the Tester family, despite prior police record of violence.
I wonder if
Frank
Linda's
Stone
okay with all
committed
this
several
Frank
murders
Stone stuff.
prior to working at the steel mill. Murder Mill. All right, let's go.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Her obsession with Frank Stone is intense. Should I be worried about Robert? Let's go with her obsession with Frank Stone is intense.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense. Maybe it's because she's not from Cedar Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
But they weren't.
So you don't think it matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well for the film. Like this one. Take a look.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Yeah.
Does Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
We'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect. But I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
It's pretty rad. They shouldn't have wasted all this time. Let's be encouraging because we've been mostly kind of disapproving.
It's pretty rad. I hope we have time to shoot it.
Thanks. Me too.
Oh, yes!
Huh?
What is...
It's a picture of Frank Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
So, time to go?
Okay, people. Company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Yeah, let's make a horror movie about a serial killer at an old abandoned mill in the middle of the night. We should split up. We'll cover more ground that way.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs working on? Hello. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the mill.
Yep. There it is.
Oh, you see the creek down there? We follow that, takes us right to the secret entrance.
Can we maybe turn our lights off? Because I
don't
know
see it. That's why it's secret.
the mystery machine doesn't have like doesn't automatically turn off its lights after a minute or two, like modern cars.
Yes, we do.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy. All right. This way.
Okay. Oh.
Breathe in.
Suck it in.
I can't believe we're gonna see the place where Frank Stone actually killed people. Freaking wild.
Weird.
2 ways into the storm drain from here.
One easy and one hard?
They're both medium difficulty.
Then give us medium one first.
Well, medium 1 is to climb the gate over there. Then it's like a straight shot right in, but it'll take us pretty close to my dad's patrol route.
And medium two?
Medium 2 is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
Over the fence or across the creek. Like I said, I think we're gonna replay this, and I will let chat vote. There's a Twitch. There's actually a Twitch integration with this, which is really cool. Well, I don't know how cool it is. I don't know how well it works. It might work well, but I'm gonna be a big boy and decide. We're gonna cross. We played some of the games like this
I'd rather keep
where
a
we
little distance between us and the law. No
where we
offense.
did all the
I don't want to get in any trouble either.
So, we
all
should
the
cross.
voting, but we'll do that again in the future.
Your dad really patrols the mill every single night?
Ever since I can remember.
Hmm.
I used to think it was weird, but it's just kind of his thing. Growing up, nothing killed a friendly conversation quicker than someone calling my dad the hero of Cedar Hills.
I remember he didn't want to be interviewed for that profile they ran for the 10th anniversary. Had a cool title, though.
What was the title?
The Man Who Drew Blood from a Stone.
Damn.
That's actually that's kind of hard.
Other movie?
That's a good title. That's kind of messed up.
We were just batting some ideas.
If it
around.
were real, that'd be kind of messed up. But
Cool.
Maybe we should stick to finishing one movie at a time.
Totally. Yeah.
press A to start crossing. Use L to balance and move. Hold it, hold it, hold it together. Yo, chill. Wait, what? Oh.
Chris Gordon. Another victim claimed by Frank Stone.
All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold it. Tattooed middle finger. So I guess we don't really need to explore if it's just gonna tell us there's something to find nearby. I don't know if it does always. It hasn't seemed to, or maybe I just haven't noticed.
Made it. This place is awesome. I wonder what we'll find inside.
I also have tomorrow off, chat. I have tomorrow off. I was supposed to start stream tomorrow at 2
Absolutely
p.m.
sure this is safe and we're not gonna fall into some kind of ventilation shaft full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but at least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yep.
What you got in there?
Well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola bars, 3
Some granola
ponchos,
bars.
first aid kit, bottle opener, sunscreen, collapsible
Bottle opener,
cookware,
why?
and utensils.
You know we're not hiking the Appalachian Trail,
Right?
right?
Always be prepared.
I mean, but you didn't bring any canned food, so what's the field kitchen for? If all's got is granola, you don't need a can opener. I guess if it's like DayZ and we happen to come across a can of tactical bacon, you never know when you're gonna come across tactical bacon. Like, always be prepared, chat. You heard it here first. But yeah, my plan was to get a good sturdy lunch and stream. I might actually try to stream a bit earlier than normal. I'm very concerned by my poor bitrate though. It's kind
We
We
of
must be under the mill by now.
it's kind of sad.
Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
The night he was here
Oh, wait.
with Frank Stone?
There was one time.
We trying to gaslight us. We all use can openers for granola. No, they're perforated. You don't need a can opener. Hello? We should split up. We'll cover more ground that way. I really don't want to walk over that.
I'm not sure about Linda's new scene. But if I pull the director card, she'll probably never talk to me again.
I really thought we were gonna fall in. What's this?
Huh. You're a little key.
Little key.
Better get back to Robert.
Oh, it's gonna fall. We're gonna fall through these grates, aren't we? Sorry about that. I had a text message I had to check. Did we go? No.
As I was going to say, when I was little and he was really drunk, even though he doesn't remember, I kind of like knowing what he went through.
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid or like my dad. I got to see him the way he really is. He showed me all his scars. You know, he fucked up his shoulder that night real bad. Still can't use it like he used to. Probably never will.
Damn.
He basically got
I
like
didn't know it was
hooked.
so intense.
He told me he and Frank Stone squared off face to face, right here in the mill. The furnace chamber, actually.
No shit. What else did he tell you?
Just that he saw things no man should ever see or know.
What does that mean?
Every time I've ever brought it up,
It really sounds like that
gets
AI
that
voice.
look in his eye. And I just don't want to see him like that. You sound disappointed.
I feel that.
No. No. But I'm glad you've got such a good relationship with your dad.
Me too.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like, oh, I can't. Wait, I want to go that way. Move. Yeah, no, sometimes like when you hear a voice and it reminds you of something, it kind of ruins it. I get that 100%. I want to go this way. I 100% get that. Ooh.
Who would have left this here?
The Wraith. The specter that stalks the fog. The Wraith. Phone. Calm down. Well, it says go up there, but we gotta check. We gotta check up here real fast. Furnace. Squeeze our way through. Okay, this is probably not going to lead to anything because, yeah, I remember some of this. This is the way that Sam originally came through. So it looks like they blocked off most of it, so we're not going to even bother. Not sure why they left this in. I guess because we know it was here. Oh, also we're playing with the royalty music off. So next, if we do play it again, we'll play it with the music on.
No way. Is this?
Wow. I think that could actually be my dad's. Yeah.
I thought police officers had to guard those things for their lives.
I'm sure he did. And again, I can see why he left it behind.
Gotta love a scenic route. Any major plans for after we graduate?
I haven't given it much thought. Not like you.
What makes you think I have?
I can just tell. As I've been saying, I can just tell. The film, the directing, it's in your blood.
And your blood? You want to be a cop like your dad?
No way. I like...
Kind of cut him off there, but...
Okay. So, no way. I like movies too. That's kind of why I wanted to help out. Horror movies especially.
Bro, why are you standing there like that?
Oh. I thought you just liked hanging out around haunted mills.
You don't really think it's haunted.
Don't I?
Knock it off.
You don't really think it's haunted. To the point that your dad patrols it every single day?
Up there.
Last chance to turn back. We're not going to talk about the ominous warning here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes! Robert, you're a genius.
Good call on the storm drain.
Thank you, Robert.
Come on, people! No more standing around flapping our yap sacks. One more scene and we're done.
Okay. Yeah, this is where it all went down. And this is where Frank Stone is been sealed away.
And cut! How was that for you?
I think we got it.
You know what that means, right? And that's a picture wrap on Murder Mill! Way to go, everybody!
A little premature with the face sucking. We still have one more scene. We got to get that.
I think we still have one more scene left to go before we're officially wrapped.
Wait, what's the last scene?
Right, yeah. Linda pitched shooting a scene that would flesh out our backstories.
Adding a little flesh, huh? Yeah, I think we could work with that.
But you're playing brother and sister.
Come on. With our chemistry?
Ugh.
He's gonna buy that.
Where are you thinking we'd shoot the new scene?
I do have a place in mind, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's the furnace chamber, right?
What do you guys think?
I say we do it.
Sounds good.
Brother,
Huh?
Hype squawk.
Yo. You coming?
Yeah. Be right there.
I mean, it was just the wind. What in the Alabama?
No, that was nothing.
You sure? You seem kind of spooked.
Right?
What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing, right. Except Jaime saw a ghost back there.
Okay, I'm not 5. I don't believe in ghosts.
It was probably just the wind.
Get off me! Get off me!
Gotcha.
Not cool, Bonnie!
Bro, is she Solid Snake? What the heck? How did she creep up on
doing
him
here?
like that?
I'm part of the crew.
How did she even know how to get in?
Help.
Then I'll just hang out and stay out of your way.
This is a closed set.
Apparently not.
Bonnie, I really think you should be helping Dad at home right now. You've got a lot on your plate, you know? And
that's all I'm good for?
Oh.
No. I mean, that,
You stepped into a minefield here, buddy. You're on your own. Familiar, relax. I don't care if she tags along.
Whatever. I don't care if she tags along.
Okay, cool. I'll be totally invisible. Just act like I'm not even here. Actually, scratch that. Act like I am here, but like invisible, but you still know I'm here, and you're not gonna get up to any funny business, because that's just gross, okay? Don't do it. Well, okay, are we just gonna stand around, or are we gonna make a movie? Time is money, right?
Just make sure you don't get in the way. We've still got a lot to do, and I don't work well with distractions on my set.
I think you mean our set.
Find the Nor. Why do they keep putting these like oh, look at the things you've collected. Give me things to collect, not. There's like 4 of those. I mean, I'm guessing we probably missed some stuff, but there's way too many of those boxes. The harshest flame yields the hardest steel. We actually came across that earlier. That seemed like it was going to be a lot harder to open. I don't know why they like focused in on it. Like,
You okay?
No, yeah. It's just... This is right where my dad came face to face with Frank Stone. I always had a mental picture of it, but now that I'm actually seeing it with my own eyes, I don't know, it's different.
find a place to shoot, and we have a item. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We saw it, right? How do we get it? Can we go over there? Is it like a Resident Evil puzzle? So we want to get that item, but how do we move? We need like a crank. Would it say needs a part? Needs a part. Okay. We need to find like a crank thing to move that thing. Maybe up there. Hold on, let's look over here. Squeeze. There we go. I like how it has a little sound effect from DBD, from DBD. Little dissonant tone. Man, whoever greased up whoever lubed up these the bearings in this machine. Blighted rat. 5 names I've taken, but I feel no closer to the path. They were really on it that this because this is the 80s, and this was out of operation in 67. So it's 1980. 13 years? Like a glove. 13 years out in the elements. They were the real ones.
Here's what we're gonna do. Jaime, Chris, you start here. Robert and I will follow. Bonnie, just stay behind and try not to make too much sound while we're rolling.
You got it, boss.
All right. Everybody ready for a take?
Lights ready, sound speeds.
Jaime? Chris?
All set?
And
Oh, do we get to actually control?
Is there something else you want to say to me? Because now's your last chance.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. Don't do this.
I have to.
No, you don't.
You know that's not true.
Well, maybe I'd feel better if it were anyone else.
Who else is there?
But it's not
Who
fair.
else is there?
No one said it was.
Already lost Mom and Dad. I don't want to lose you too.
Now who's being unfair?
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for our parents. If I can pull this off, it might not be too late to save Mom and Dad.
That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Do you trust me?
I...
Do you trust me?
Yes, of course!
Then you know what I have to do.
And cut.
Thank you for the resub. Hello to Mello.
Mello just
Totally felt like
resubscribed
just
for
what this
6
thing
months.
needed.
How was the lighting?
It was great. Thanks.
Welcome, welcome.
Did you hear that weird groan right at the end there?
No, but don't sweat it. We're gonna replace the sound
Appreciate
behind us
the
anyway.
6 months. Let's go.
How'd I do?
It just came out today. It just came out. Same developers of The Quarry and which we played. We played The Quarry. Same developers of Dark Pictures Anthology, which we recently replayed with a friendo. Yeah. If this is being filmed in the present, why are they using film? We jumped back. So right now, this is a flashback to the 80s. So this is the 80s, which 4.3 would have been very, very common. Still no new stickers. Like, oh, I do have new, do you mean emotes? I do have emotes coming. I have them. And we're gonna, we have the new, yeah. We have the new our new model. And we'll probably show off the new model end of October. And when we do, we will add in the new emotes. We'll add them in here and as well as in Discord. Yeah, so I already have some new emotes. They're ready. They're ready. It was perfect. Let's be approving. But yeah, no, we have them.
Jaime, it was perfect.
Do you really think so?
It was everything we needed the scene to do.
You okay?
Yeah, something about this just doesn't seem right.
New model, toxic. Hello, yes.
That's not what I sounded like.
We have the new model.
It was pretty spot on.
Gotta agree.
Gotta agree. I don't go around doing impressions of you dopes.
You do impressions of me all the time.
It'll be a dress
I feel
uniform.
honored to have just joined the list.
Hot damn, kids, that was fun.
You really thought I was okay?
Yeah, better than half the films I see in New York. I mean, one of them was just a 5-hour shot of a guy sleeping.
Wow.
Seriously. I'm impressed.
By the way, we're dropping some keyframes.
But,
So
I gotta be honest.
stream is a bit scuffed. I
You
apologize
really
for that.
didn't think I'd notice what you were doing?
What was I doing?
But yes,
Just
new model,
laying
we
out
have
your
it.
own bullshit interpretation of real life.
I don't understand.
Sacrificing your own life for the good of your sibling and your parents definitely sounds familiar. Almost like it could even be based on someone we know, but gee, I wonder who.
That's not fair, Bonnie.
No one said it was.
We're trying to make something fun. I'm not trying to make everyone else miserable.
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish? Don't throw the lines back at me.
What? You don't want to tell me how noble it is that you're making this movie with your girlfriend while I had to scrub my entire life to take care of you and Dad?
I liked it better when you were gone.
Oof. I felt old for the first time. I see. Let's be casual.
Hey, Bonnie, you want to come outside with me for a minute? I could use your help with something.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
What are we looking at?
So, I
just wanted to tell you how much I loved making this movie with you.
Me too. I mean, with you, not with me, also. You know what I mean.
I think we should do something special to mark the occasion.
So, I don't know if I'm quite ready to break out the champagne just yet.
But we finished the movie. It's in the can.
We finished the shoot, yeah, but we're still gonna have to sell people on this thing.
Okay, sure.
We should keep exploring this place while we still can.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
If we can just get, like, one more shot of something directly connected to Frank Stone, like anything he might have left behind, we'll get all the attention in the world. We should look for that place from the newspaper article, the machine shop.
Hey, Chris.
What are we looking at?
Holy,
What can you see?
Oh.
something freaky. I don't know if I can describe it. I'll try shooting a little. Whoa! Ain't that something? Ah, rats.
What's up?
Camera needs cranking. Hold on. That did it. Okay, let me get more. Whatever the hell that was, it's gonna look great in the movie.
Radiation. You can actually pick up certain types of
Think that door will take us to the machine shop?
ionizing radiation. You could see it on film. It's kind of wild.
Way to find out.
Like when you look at photography of the elephant's foot from Chernobyl, it doesn't look like that. Like it's not green, but it looks like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you can definitely see ionizing radiation on old film because it like will hit the film and leave a little almost like the film is scratched severely. Yeah, that's what it looks like, scratches in films.
My dad would kill me if he knew I was in here right now. Just rip my limbs off one by one.
I thought the sheriff was all bark and no bite.
Not if you're his son. Then he's all of both.
Don't you think it's weird how obsessed with this place he is?
I guess so. I mean, he always has been.
There.
Long as I can remember. I didn't even know it was weird until I got old enough to realize all the long walks he liked to take in the middle of the night were in the
About to get your
abandoned
first
civil
job? Let's
where
go.
he killed a guy.
Maybe that's why he comes back to the scene of the crime. Maybe it helps him somehow.
Honestly, I don't even think he wants to be helped.
What do you mean?
It's more like an obsession. And it's gotten pretty weird.
Okay, elaborate on that, please.
Maybe it's just the way he was dealing with all the stress or guilt or whatever, but he sort of started researching all kinds of non-traditional philosophies.
Non-traditional.
About to put the fries in the bag.
Like acupuncture with all the pins?
No.
Wait, you don't mean like occult stuff?
Look, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did.
I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea.
I got you.
My dad's a
Good
straight
luck.
shooter. That's it.
Sure.
Whatever you say, man.
Okay, we have that key. I insist that old movies being remastered, not scrubbed free of all the grain. New movies, sure, make them. Yeah, I mean, so one of my favorite old movies is A Night to Remember. It doesn't have a lot of like artifacts. Like the film was, if you have a good film, you don't really have to worry about the artifacts as much. But if you have very scratched up film, you know, you're gonna have that like kind of scratched up film look. Okay, I see. I don't really mind remastering myself, to be honest. I do enjoy old films. Like A Night to Remember is my favorite Titanic film. And the 97, the James Cameron Titanic was heavily, like, it used it quite a bit. Wait, why no, I don't stop climbing.
There's no point in hiding.
Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate. And I appreciate the resub. Where do we go? Oh, here. I got it. I see. This is a complicated one. This is, I think, the most complicated of the puzzles in the game so far. Not even all that complicated, but here we go. Thank you for the lurk. And all our other lurkers out there, appreciate you. The new Beatles movie was from 16mm, and they were used generative AI to remove all the imperfections. Yeah. That is a little bit. I'm not really a fan of I don't mind a little bit of restoration, but it really needs to be kind of an art form rather than like just kind of like something like that was filmed on 16mm. I'd probably be more along the lines of like, don't mess with it. Personally, they accidentally removed John Lennon's guitar string. Yeah, see, it's got to be like, it's got to be more like in at least one shot. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be managed. You can't just like feed it into the algorithm and expect the algorithm to make it better. Because yeah, you'll destroy things. AI is not, it's not for creating, it's for removing things. It's for removing imperfections, and it's not going to be perfect, and it's going to end up destroying things. So there's a place for AI, there's a place for unmanaged change, but you can't let AI just completely do its own thing, because it's just not good. It's not that good. It's a tool. Brother, ugh.
Why is it always clowns? Dead end. Not this way.
I remember when they did the remasters of the original Star Wars trilogy and how bent out of shape people were about it. I wasn't as bent out of shape. I think because I really didn't grow up when it was I mean, it was a big deal, but I honestly didn't mind most of the remasters. But at the same time, it was done, you know, by editors and not purely by a computer. So the changes were intentional. I generally don't like the idea of change. Like, I did not like the changes they did, like with E.T. I thought that was a little silly.
Wait a second. Guys, this is it.
I didn't like the Greedo
This is
change
the machine shop.
in the original trilogy. I thought that was also silly.
Holy crap. It is.
But it was
Man,
done
Chris, you really know how to
intentionally,
find the
not by a
coolest
computer.
Totally. Nice work, Chris.
Let's look around and see what we can find.
Yes.
Yeah.
You really think we're gonna find anything the police miss? They're pretty thorough, right?
They do miss stuff.
Look at that.
The train?
Yeah. Yeah, in the article, it's a skeleton crew now. We're all pulling triple duty. I'm the only one left who even knows how to work some of the machines. The rolling miller, the shears, the freight transfer system, said Frank Stone. If Frank was the only one left who knew how to use the freight transfer system, and that one's still suspended, I bet it never got searched. Not thoroughly.
Ah, good point.
I doubt there's any bodies in there.
There's no harm in looking, though, right?
If it's even possible to get up there.
Let's find a way. Come on.
That's pretty dark. Like,
Gotta be a way to get up there.
honestly, that's definitely something that should be, even if it wasn't like haunted or whatever. I'm not a terribly superstitious person, but you know, at this point, essentially, that's somebody. If there is somebody up there, that's their final resting place. You know, search a team of kids. Yeah, we should split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Push.
This should open the door, right?
Well, there's no power, obviously. Yeah, no, I love the horror tropes. And I love that Supermassive does the horror tropes like perfectly. Like this is the dumbest thing you can possibly do. So of course we're gonna do it. I see. I will say though, our mode of transport is literally the mystery machine. So you know, they weren't mincing. They knew what they were setting up. They were setting us up for silliness.
Broken?
Looks like.
Well, yeah, it's been sitting for 13 years.
Let me take a look.
Shit, 1 second, chat.
Hey, can I ask you something there?
Sure.
How come you never asked me to work on your movie?
Oh, well, it's Chris's movie. She decides who works on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know I'm like a huge horror guy too. I could have been helping you right from the start.
But it's not... That wasn't,
Wasn't what?
We're making a horror movie, yeah, but like... I don't know. The point was for me and my girlfriend and best friend to all do something together. Like,
just us.
Oof.
So I'm just in the way. Then.
I want a few minutes alone with Chris. You're spending a lot of time with my girlfriend. Oh, these I hate both of these options. I hate both of these options. Just be like, no, it's like it's not like that. I want a few minutes alone with Chris.
All right, look. The truth is, all night, I've been trying to get a few minutes alone to talk to Chris, and it hasn't been easy.
You're annoyed that Chris doesn't want to run off and make out with you in the lair of the man who nearly made me an orphan.
That's not what I said.
It's not my fault she's more focused on her work than you, man.
Give me a break.
What's up, party people?
Are we going the Mac route from True Colors?
So that door over there needs power for it to open.
I don't know.
Generator working?
Nah. Unfortunately, it's toast.
I'm just kind of going.
Just need to scrounge up a few parts and it'll be good as new.
Then let's go scrounging.
But speaking of which, we will probably replay this with the Twitch integration turned on, so chat can participate and make decisions. Yes. But yeah, I'm not looking for any particular outcome, I guess.
This might work with the generator.
I'm not looking for any particular outcome. I'm just kind of like choosing my first kind of gut decision, you know? Wait, what did I see?
Maybe there's something useful in there.
Some keys. The key. So we need to get through there. We need to start the generator to get to the keys.
We need to find some parts.
What's this?
Could help with the generator.
An alternator and a bolt. Or whatever that is. Some kind of thing.
How's the generator coming?
Basically done. Just gotta finish the repairs.
I feel like playing choice-based games with chat input is like playing roulette. Yeah. No, we played some of the we didn't play all of Telltale the Telltale games. So Telltale Walking Dead. Telltale Walking Dead had a lot of choice-based options, but they used what was it called? It's like called CrowdStrike, I think, or not CrowdStrike. Crowd something. CrowdStrike is that company that security company. But it was like I forget what it was called, but it kind of sucked at first. But once you got to the later games, it was actually a lot better. And so this game has something similar to that, where you chat. It'll set up votes for chat. But yeah, we did something similar in some of the Telltale games, and it was fun. While holding right trigger, repair the generator. Press A when the. Oh, it's a DVD. Oh, whoops. Okay. I got it. But it's fun. I wanted to kind of just do it with my own choices this first playthrough. And if we actually do play it through again, then we'll do like the chat integration. We'll try it out. All right, we got this. Oh yeah. Money. We got this. Easy. We're literally doing a generator repair. Let's go. I'm bad at video game, so I'm sorry. Oh, cool. Yeah. They put the DVD mechanics in. Skills check. Let's go. We got skill check. Achievement unlocked. Easy, you say. Easy. First try.
Thanks.
First try. Right? First try. Yeah, I'm pretty sure maybe 13-year-old fuel. Maybe. I don't know what kind of fuel that uses, but easy. Too easy. Bunk.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
Find your way into the office. We're gonna obviously need that.
The door's locked. Maybe there's another way in there.
Yeah, just kick it. It's a freaking old wooden door. Wouldn't have to do this like crawling through the ventilation shafts, Metal Gear stuff. Just kick the door.
Can't believe they got me crawling through the roof ducts like a raccoon.
Well, you could have just kicked the door.
Okay, what have we here?
Gonna need a tetanus booster, right? I mean, honestly, you'd never catch me dead in here. Like, hey,
This key will open up the box.
Tema, you want to go explore the old? I say that, but I've done some silly things, but not like haunted places. I've never been to a friggin' serial killer's dungeon.
Find anything?
Yep.
It's got a label on it. F. Stone. Holy shit.
You think?
This could be a real connection to Frank Stone.
Oh, man.
Let's see if the key unlocks the boxcar.
Hooray. Make your way up the train.
Up. Still need to go up.
I'll go first. We should split up.
First. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Well, if it's that easy.
What's even holding this thing up?
Got you. Ooh. Ooh. Thanks, man. That would not have been a pleasant way to go.
I would not have wanted to break it to your dad.
That would be an even more unpleasant way to go.
Yo, check it.
Wow. Right through the wall.
Oh. We're not gonna get jump scared, are we? Okay, good. No, just a cutscene. Just a cutscene. Not that I would be scared.
Oh, what the fuck?
That was a cheesy, yeah.
Oh,
that was
Damn.
kind of a cheesy one.
Is that a...
Yeah. And it's got friends.
This is insane.
Explore the lair. He must have had some,
Must have come loose when the freight broke through.
he must have had something, like, quite good to preserve this stuff for this long. Because it's not like he did it necessarily the night he got caught 13 years ago. That could be a 20-plus-year-old hand. I mean, you could preserve stuff for a very long time, but you have to really know what you're doing. Parker D. No. Want to get close. Feel every blow. Hear their screams. Kessler E. This time, make it last. Better control. For the neck. Small cuts. Keep clean. Taste the fear. A creature forged to purge the world. Use what's at hand. No. Not what I see at night. Inspire terror. Cut plus fix. Wait. Is that it?
A hatch. This must be how Stone got in and out.
The cops never connected Frank Stone to this.
Catherine, son, and friend murdered, say police. September 17, 1962. Following several days of rumors and speculation, Sheriff Lloyd Kusich last night confirmed he is treating the deaths of George, Catherine, and Joyce Barton at Hawkline Point last Thursday night as a double murder. George Calhoun, 28, son of Cedar Hill respected drugstore proprietor William Calhoun, and his friend, Joyce Barton, died after their car crashed and caught fire. Deputies have been working tirelessly over the weekend and have now determined that Mr. Catherine's car was parked when it left the road. Indicating the involvement of a third party. The news of another murder in our peaceful community represent a shock for all of us, coming so soon in the wake of the July killings of widow Dorothy Clay. But as in that episode, when Mrs. Clay's nephew, Elvin, was caught and convicted following a rapid investigation by Sheriff Kursich, we must all hope and pray for a swift and just outcome. So he was just pinning it on people. Okay. We already picked that up. I guess we have to look at this thing. Ugh, no way I'd be.
Oh, fuck! What is it? Oh! Damn!
I think she was one of Stone's victims. They never found her.
I don't think the police ever found this place.
How do you know that?
Because they wouldn't have just left all this stuff here.
Right?
I'm sorry, man. I think I gotta go get my dad now.
What?
This is like real deal, no joke kind of shit, man.
No, you can't get the sheriff now.
I'm serious. We really shouldn't be in here anymore. Robert, back off, man. Just
Uh-oh.
Wait for what?
Chris, I know how important your movie
It's coming
is,
apart.
but this whole place is part of an actual murder case now.
It's ancient history.
There's no statute of limitations on murder.
No shit,
Which
Sherlock.
means right now, we're tampering with evidence. You wanna fuck with that?
But the movie?
The movie's done.
I thought you...
Robert's right. You should get the sheriff. We got what we need. Go.
Bro, why are we tripping?
Just don't touch anything else.
There's no statute. Well, okay, so the murderer is already dead, so there's no case, right? They're not going to bring a case against a dead person.
We should get the hell out of here.
But at the same time, yeah, this is essentially a grave, right? This is the last resting place of these people. So we shouldn't be messing with it regardless. Not just out of we won't get in trouble, but as in this is not a place to play.
We gotta go.
That if this were real, which is just a video game, if it were real, we should be more focused on making sure that they get a proper burial and not being a place like, oh, cool, let me get my camera out. What?
Maybe we should wait outside until Robert comes back.
What are you doing? I just said.
Hey, whoa, what the fuck? You can't move that.
Yo, chill out, man. I'll put it back before the sheriff gets here. I'm just gonna get one quick shot first.
Sure, yeah. Can't miss an opportunity to exploit Frank Stone's actual victims for your movie.
No, it's
We're making this movie together.
no.
Doesn't feel like we're doing much together at all lately. Not just the two of us.
Hi, May.
Every time I turn around, there you are with Robert.
What are you talking about?
We're alone now.
Yeah.
He's
All I can
right.
think about is
He's right.
you
And then he
Rob.
was like, "What about our relationship?"
You asked
You're
Linda
just
to work on the
here
movie
with
with us.
Robert.
I needed help.
Man,
And
if
she's
you
my
don't shut
friend.
up.
I wanted you guys to get to know each other.
Well, sometimes it feels like I'm being ganged up on.
That's not true. We're not ganging up on you.
It's how I feel.
Yeah, but it's not true.
You don't get to tell me how I feel, man. Hi, May. I
It's
understand.
not the time
where
for.
you're
Yeah,
coming
no, it's not. Yeah,
from. We can talk about it.
you're filming
Right now,
people's
we're running out of time, and I just want to
murder
focus on finishing
for a
up
movie.
and getting out of here. And then, as soon as we're done, it's you and me again, all the way.
I'm not sure we can talk about this later. Okay, sure. Yeah, no, this is not the time for a relationship. Yeah, this is like, yo, we should be focusing on making sure these people get a proper burial that they should be entitled to. Like a respectful burial, not being like, oh, cool, someone's severed hand. Let me get this for the gram. We're gonna be conciliatory though, because obviously this is crazy. So we're not gonna try to let things boil over, especially while she's got a hand in a jar, so she doesn't accidentally break it doing something silly. Relax.
Okay.
Everybody
Yeah,
relax.
sure.
It's just
I appreciate
it's
the
just a
example.
severed hand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So, should we wait outside?
You go.
This is not
You right
time
there?
for
Promise.
smooching.
Please don't make me jealous of a disembodied hand.
Bro, what is wrong with
Is
you?
there a reason I should be?
You?
I hate these kids.
Huh?
What?
I don't know.
That's what you get. Bro, he's got a sturdy beat for his resurrection. Pinky Rose, hello. I'm doing all right. We're having a bit of a scuff stream. Having some problems with stream, but watch out for the evil vortex. Welcome in. Having a bit of a scuff stream, but enjoying Frank Stone. I've been looking forward to this game for a while. Thank you. Yeah, you rolled it over. Welcome in. Welcome in. Confront. We gotta confront.
I'm coming!
Oh, we shouldn't have confronted. That was a mistake. Oh, that was a serious mistake. Oh my. Oh no. Well, that was an awkward moment to join stream. Hello. My name is Timma. Hello. Dang, that was. My name is Timma. I'm a 2D VTuber. I'm a captain. And yeah, I'm based off of the my uniform, my captain's uniform is based off of the uniform of the Titanic. As is our little chatting room here that we had to retreat to. We had to retreat to our just chatting room, which is based off the radio room, the Marconi wireless room of RMS Titanic. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the follow. I play a variety of games. I was looking. I don't know a lot about DBD. I have a lot of my friends play it, and I like watching it, but I don't really. I haven't like gotten into the lore and into like kind of the nuance of the game. We got our little our wiggly guy. We got our little we got our guy to help to our little support guy here. That's right. Toxic. No, you're good. We got our guy here. Help us out. But yeah, I play a variety of games. I love playing games like this. I've loved these types of games honestly since I started streaming. One of my favorite games to stream was the Telltale Walking Dead, and that got me into this whole world of these games and into the super massive games. So yeah, if it wasn't for streaming, I would not have gotten into Telltale. I actually bought the Telltale games way back when like the Walking Dead TV show came out because I loved the TV show so much. And then I'm like, I played the games and the art style of the Walking Dead Telltale kind of turned me off. And until I started streaming, I'm just like, you know what? Let me give these games a try. And I love these types of games, these kind of narrative story games. So I came back to these and I chewed through so many of them. I chewed through the Telltale games. Life is Strange because of that got me into that. And then I got into Supermassive and Quantic Games, Detroit Become Human, all those games. Yeah. So I was really looking forward. I was really looking forward to the casting of Frank Stone, and it so far hasn't disappointed. But yeah, I'm still kind of not totally understanding. Like I'm not the game is actually, the storytelling of this game is actually really good, but I'm not catching all the DBD references. I'm seeing references. I'm pretty sure DBD references. I don't understand them all because I'm not in the lore. But so far this game's been good. So welcome in. We will be streaming more Frank. We're not going to finish this today, probably, but we will be streaming more Frank Stone tomorrow for sure. I scheduled it for 2 p.m. I took off a couple days for Labor Day and mainly to play this game, but I took off a couple days, so we'll be streaming more tomorrow. We don't generally stream during this time. Generally, I say that we usually start stream around this time, and the streams the session timer is actually inaccurate because I had to stop stream because of some of the problems I was having with stream. I was having a lot of frame loss issues. But anyways, I usually start stream at this time, but we've been streaming for a while. We're good ways into Frankstone. We are going to continue it, and probably we're going to stream it again with the Twitch integration turned on. So right now it's just me making decisions, but we'll do a Twitch integration where you guys can vote. So I appreciate the follow. We'll be streaming some more. We'll be streaming some Fallout this week, and we'll be streaming some. What else are we streaming? Oh, we're gonna be doing like a kind of a variety thing on Saturday. Saturday is kind of my main day to stream. That's when I do the longer 8-hour streams. That we'll be doing some long-ish streams. I guess tomorrow we might do a kind of a longer stream. We're supposed to start at 2 p.m. Probably start a little bit earlier. We'll see. We'll see. But thanks for popping in. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. That was a mistake. We should have ran, I guess. Yeah, chapter 6 of 14. So we might
Anything?
Nothing.
we'll finish this chapter for
Nothing I
sure.
can see. Telling you, this door's a waste of time.
Whatever's back there, it's important enough that she's put it behind this thing. I think the only way in is to solve it. There's an empty slot, so there must be a missing piece that fits here.
Okay, let's say we all go hunting around this place for the missing cylinder tumbler thing. Even if we manage to find it, how do we solve the rest of it?
Maybe there's something else in the atrium that's like a clue.
Why would anyone put a clue for their massively complicated lock right out in the open? Practically right in front of it.
Just a guess, but why not try this?
Rip. Oh.
Good guess.
Well, I wasn't actually expecting that to work.
Almost like you knew.
Almost like you knew. Yeah, my first I probably wouldn't have stuck my hand in there. I feel like that's the thing that generally in these kinds of situations of horror, those things usually chop hands. But you know, it worked. Oh, this is cozy. Movie review. Murder Mill. Reviewed at the second Fiendish Desires Fan Festival by your correspondent, Rabid Hound. At first glance, the only real issue with Murder Mill is its unskillful composition. The cinematic equivalent of your sister's kid putting on a play for the family before Thanksgiving dinner. The film sadly begins to dissolve into a vehicle for the filmmakers to not scare us. The audience. Well, okay, that comma's weird. Okay, let me reread that. The film sadly begins to dissolve into a vehicle for the filmmakers to not scare us, the audience, but instead show us how many other better horror films they've seen. The thing is, these aspects are not unusual in the genre and have more or less become par for the course on festival circuits. What was unusual, however, was the oddly unsettling feeling that blanketed the 10 p.m. audience from the first frame, and I honestly can't explain why. The overall sense of dread that evening was palpable, and unlike anything I experienced before, or am keen to experience again. The screening was mercifully cut short, though, as two festival goers began to assault nearby audience members before turning on one another, turning what was a below average movie-going experience into absolute pandemonium. This reviewer could not get out of that theater fast enough. I'm not sure if it's a trick or a gimmick or some other kind on the part of the filmmakers, and I'm not sure how that would even happen. But I have to imagine anyone with a mind to do something so devious would make a much better film than this. Yeah, so the film is cursed. So watching it makes you go insane.
That's a lot of dollar for an old movie.
Lounge Island Auction House, Invoice, Augustine Lieber, Grant Manor, 8mm film, $10,120, 2,000 in tax, 12,144. Oh, wait, my game froze. Hello? Uh-oh, game. Are you good? Oh, whoa. Hold on. We're gonna pop back. My computer does not like that one bit. Oh, my computer is melting. Okay, game crash.